It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Nothing better than pregame festivities for the World Series. Game 3 is coming up next. Jon Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 with more or less just in this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first 2 games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And pitching in this game, Bailey Ober.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Evan Carter leading things off and takes a strike. And that one pulled foul. This to third, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's into second with nobody out. Rodolfo Castro coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Number 29.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. And ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-1.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in Game 3 of the World Series.
Ball in.
Swing and a base hit. Headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Riley Green. And that's in for a strike. Green matched a homer in his last game. Green, in his 7th season, hitting 3rd in the lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. Torres gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That just misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. And he hits a ground ball right side. Bregman to first. 1 out in the top of the first. This offense is ready for Game 3 of the World Series. Let's take a look at the lineup.
Well, this group is off to a great start, Boog, and today's goal is simple. Keep the momentum going. No need to change your approach at this point. Win today, and their lead in the series will feel insurmountable.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Runner on at third, 1 gone. That one missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Fouled off left side. 1 away with a runner at third. And a swing and a miss. 2 down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Colt Heath up now for the Tigers. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Runner at third, 2 away. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Bregman. They limit the damage here. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Tigers 2 and the Phillies coming up. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Baz. What's the word on him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And that one is in for a strike at 95.
No ball,
0-2.
strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
On a line, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
First and second, no outs. Here's Harper now. That one not close. And it's 1-0. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One and 2 now. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Here comes the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And now they trail by 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And now it's Alex Bregman. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Next offering way off the plate. Ground ball to first, could be 2.
Potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Rodolfo Castro. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Inside. And that is ball 1.
Ball, catch inside.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And that's in the dirt.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
That one the other way. And no one can get there. And the postseason success continues for him.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So bases loaded with one away. Johan Rojas digs in now. Fought off foul.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Pitch misses. 1-2 to count. One out, base is full.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Out to center. Clark under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-2.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Swing and a ball popped up. Torkelson under it. That is the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 3, Tigers 2. World Series Game 3. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. And that drops in for a strike.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut. Max Clark. And a foul ball.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
The other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Check swing called strike. 1-1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Castro makes the catch, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 3, Tigers 2. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now, JT Realmuto.
The one thing you can look at with Realmuto, and we talked about this in high school, you know, this guy was a quarterback, very athletic. He was an infielder. So, you know, he's not stuck at catcher. Like, he's a great catcher. But if you needed to play him somewhere else, become a first baseman, you definitely have that option. Probably even some third base. But he's not just catcher only, although that's what he does. His athleticism can put him in a position for a team that if they wanted to do more, they could. Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a foul out of play. That one at 95 missed up top, and the count is filled up. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So the lineup flips over. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner singled and scored his first time.
This batter gets described as a homebody because he loves playing at home, and historically his numbers back it up.
And a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-1. And there's a ball. Foul ball there.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Realmuto on at first, nobody out. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. So Trey goes down on strikes.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. That one's in there. And that's strike 1. Man at first, 1 away. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they add to the lead. It's 5-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Bryce Harper now at the plate. RBI single his last time up. Up and in. 1-0. Good eye right there. One out, base is empty. Just missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
One down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Draws the walk there. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Bregman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 7-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Shane Baz won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Brant Curter on to pitch out of the pen here. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Now number 48, Brant Curter.
Bases empty, one away. Here's the third baseman, Rodolfo Castro. Went down on strikes his first time through. Pitch misses.
Outside.
Ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. 4 runs already in the frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. Stays alive. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Max Kepler at the plate, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Runner on the go. Swinging a foul straight back.